Before glass skyscrapers, before steel and concrete, architecture was about something bigger. It was about gods, it was about kings, it was about power. The earliest civilizations didn't just build for shelter. They built to dominate the horizon. And the structures they left behind still define human ambition today. This is the story of ancient power, written in stone. Around 2600 BCE, something extraordinary rose from the desert. The Great Pyramid of Giza. Built for Pharaoh Khufu, it stood as a message to the world. Power does not die. Constructed from over 2 million limestone blocks, the pyramid wasn't just a tomb. It was political propaganda carved in stone. It told every citizen, and every rival, that the pharaoh was divine. Ancient Egyptian architecture was deeply symbolic. Perfect geometric precision, alignment with the stars, monumental scale. This wasn't architecture for comfort, it was architecture for eternity. And for nearly 4,000 years, no structure on Earth would surpass its height. But Egypt wasn't alone in using architecture as power. Across the Mediterranean, another civilization had its own vision. In 5th century BCE Athens, architecture took on a new meaning. Not immortality, but idealism. The Parthenon was built to honor the goddess Athena. But it also celebrated human reason, mathematics, and proportion. Unlike the massive solid pyramids, Greek temples focused on balance, symmetry, columns, optical illusions to correct visual distortion. Nothing was accidental. Every column was slightly curved, every angle calculated. Greek architecture said, "We understand the universe." Where Egypt built to dominate through mass, Greece built to dominate through beauty. But then came Rome, and Rome built to dominate through force. If Greece perfected beauty, Rome perfected scale. The Colosseum wasn't just an arena, it was a machine. Capable of holding over 50,000 spectators, it showcased gladiator battles, but more importantly, it showcased imperial control. Rome mastered the arch, the vault, concrete. These innovations allowed them to build aqueducts, baths, amphitheaters, entire urban systems. Architecture became infrastructure. The empire didn't just conquer lands, it redesigned them. Wherever Rome expanded, Roman architecture followed. To be Roman was to build like Rome. And this idea, architecture as identity, would echo for centuries. Across ancient civilizations, one pattern is clear. The bigger the monument, the stronger the message. Massive temples in Mesopotamia, colossal statues in Egypt, triumphal arches in Rome. These weren't practical buildings. They were psychological tools. They shaped how people felt. Small before the gods, small before the empire. Architecture was never neutral. It was political. It defined who ruled and who obeyed. Even today, governments use ancient principles. Look at modern Capitol buildings. Look at massive state monuments, columns, domes, height, symmetry. These design choices are inherited directly from ancient civilizations. The language of power hasn't changed, only the materials have. Ancient architecture wasn't just about shelter, it was about immortality. It was about identity. It was about control. Stone became a weapon of influence. And as civilizations rose and fell, architecture remained. Next, we move into the Middle Ages where faith would push buildings toward the sky. Subscribe for Part 2, Gothic and Medieval Grandeur.